Look at here. We are going to discuss the amperes applications of ampere circuit law. The second application I am going to explain magnetic field on the axis of long solenoid. Very important topic. Okay, very easy to understand also. I will explain clearly. Even though if you have doubt, you can ask me directly, or you can write in chat box, whatever it may be. You can do. You can ask directly. Okay, let us start. What is magnetic field on the axis of solenoid? You know, solenoid already you learned in the 10th class only. What is a solenoid? Can anyone tell? What is a solenoid? Right. An insulated copper wire. Insulated copper wire. Wound over a cylinder is called as solenoid. Okay, that you learned the magnetic field lines due to solenoid, how the magnetic field will be produces in the solenoid. That is you already learned. Let us take, this is a cylinder, right? We are taking one wire, an insulated wire, that we are wounding over a cylinder like this. You see this, here the current is entering like this is the direction current, and it is flowing like this is the direction of the current. This is the current carrying coil, it is in the shape of solenoid, it is in the shape of cylinder, right? And now this is said to be solenoid, it is the solenoid. Okay, and this will act like a magnet, and one side will act as the north pole and other side will act as a south pole. Let us see, we will draw the cross section of this one. This is the solenoid. Okay, and here the current on above, you follow the cursor, current is coming out from these points. That outward count currents we have to take as dot. Dot indicates the current is coming out, right, at the top of solenoid, right, at this location you follow the cursor, right, the current is coming out from there. That's why we are writing the dot 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 dot. And if you go for the down, right, the current is entering it here, entering into the paper, right, into the plane. This we take as cross, right, you know very well. And we take this as a cross, sorry, axis of the solenoid. This is the axis of solenoid. Axis of solenoid. Now what we have to do it here, right, we want to find out the magnetic induction on the axis of long solenoid. For that we can do one thing, that we will take a, in order to, by applying the ampere circuit law, we have to use here ampere circuit law. In order to apply the ampere circuit law, what you have to do, you have to take the small element on the loop. Is it right? In order to apply the ampere circuit law, we have to take the small element on the loop. We have to take a loop at here. Then for that I am taking a loop like this. This is a loop, right? This is a loop. Okay, I am taking one loop. Then on the loop you take some terms at here. This point is P, Q, R, S, right? And here you see what is the direction of the magnetic field at this point. Okay, for that right hand thumb rule you have to use. How to use the right hand thumb rule? The current is flowing like this, right? Current is flowing like this, like this. Then you take, the current is in circular form, right? What about the field? How the field will be there? How the field is there here? Then for that what you have to do it here? Then you have to rotate, you have to use the right hand thumb rule in such a way that that the curled fingers indicates the current and thumb indicates the magnetic field. Follow that. Just you draw like this. You see these curled fingers. The curled fingers are indicating the current. Current is flowing like this. And what about the magnetic field? Magnetic field is this like this there. Thumb indicates the magnetic field. It's converse also true. If thumb indicates the current, curled fingers indicate the field. Okay. If curled fingers indicate the current, thumb indicates the field. Clear, students? Then here, the curled fingers indicate the current. Current is in circle shape. Circle is curled fingers, right? Okay. Then what about the field thumb? Then field is right side. Is it correct? Huh? Clear, students? Yes or no? Field is right side. In this, current is coming like this. Then we draw it here. The field is right side. Field is right side. Here we are taking the small element at here, right? We are taking the small element on this. On the small element whose length is dl. Okay, whose length is dl you take. This is the small element whose length is dl. Now on that small element, the current magnetic field is right side and dl also right side. Here also we will take the small element, right? That small element length is dl. What about the field? Field is right side is there. Outside of the solenoid, the field is negligible. Outside the field is negligible. It is nearly zero. Okay. And here also I am taking the small element. The field is right side. Field always right side. You know that is according to right hand. Right. And the small element we are taking, that's length is dl. Now what we have to do it here, we have to apply the Ampere's circuit law, right? We have to apply the Ampere's circuit law. Now we are taking the PQRS is a closed loop. PQRS is a closed loop. Okay. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Very important derivation and somewhat difficult to understand for some members also, but it was very easy. I will explain clearly. Okay, first we can go for the PQ wire. In case of PQ wire, what happens to the BDL? BDL direction B bar parallel to DL bar for the PQ. At the moment, what happens to the integration B bar dot DL bar P2Q? Angle will become 0. Okay, right? In case of QR lead, you can take. In case of QR and one more is PS also. QR and SP you take. For QR and SP, B bar perpendicular to DL bar. You see the picture? Theta 90 degree you will get. Okay. And for one more part is PQ completed, QR completed, SP completed. In that RS is missing. Okay. RS, PQ. After that RS we take it. We write here only. In case of RS part, B bar is nearly 0, while outside the magnetic field is neglected comparing with the inside. Okay, right. Now here we write the Ampere circuit law. According to Ampere circuit law, according to Ampere circuit law, what you know? According to Ampere circuit law, what you know? That is the line integral of magnetic induction around a closed path. Right, the line integral of magnetic induction around a closed path. Integration B bar dot DL bar PQRS we are taking now, right? Integration B bar dot DL bar. Integration B bar dot DL bar is equal to mu naught times of enclosed current. This is the formula. Is it correct? Now We want the integration along the closed loop. What is that closed loop? The closed loop is P to Q is there. Next Q to R is there. Or simply directly also we can write. No need to go further. Or otherwise you can go individually. Right? What you wrote here, that we are taking the closed loop as PQRS now. In that first PQ to RQ we can go. That is integration B bar dot DL bar. Next Q to R rectangular loop we are taking now B bar dot DL bar. Next integration R to S B bar dot DL bar. Next S to P integration B bar dot DL bar. This is the total magnetic induction is equal to nu naught total line integral of magnetic induction around a closed loop is equal to nu naught times of enclosed current. You see very the diagram. Okay, you see the diagram. You will understood. P to Q, next Q to R, next R to S, next S to P. Right? We are integration. We are doing. We are applying the line integral along PQ, along QR, along RS, along SP. Then closed path will complete. Right? Now, what is the enclosed current I want? You see very closely yet here. We can go for it. P to Q, if you will see, B bar dot DL by formula is what? BDL cos theta. Okay, BDL cos theta. But theta from P to Q is 0. You see, from P to Q, you see, PQ, DL is this small element and B is direction, DL, B are parallel, P to Q theta 0 and for RS, B 0 and QR and PS, for the QR part, B is right side, DL is vertically is there, they are perpendicular to each other. Right, we write all the values at here. That is here we write 0 plus integration Q to P, Q to R, Q to R, QR is the outside. No, not outside. QR is vertical, it is there. B perpendicular to DL, then 90 degree we have to take. Here we write BDL cos 90. You are writing the angle from the figure. Next R to S. Again BDL cos R to S, it is B0 we can write. Okay. This theta, whatever it may be. S to P BDL cos 90 we write. What is the current enclosed? Current enclosed is what at here. Then we want the current enclosed. Current enclosed in this closed path. For example, in each turn, I current is flowing. How many, for example, the length of this one we can take as the L. Okay. Then small n we can take as the number of turns per unit length. Small n is equal to capital N by L. That is number of turns per unit length, that we are taking as small n. At that moment capital N is equal to what you will get. Okay, total number of turns in this closed path. In this closed path, how many turns are there? This one 2. In the figure it is appearing 2, but here in L length number of turns we can find out by using this formula. That is number of turns per unit length is equal total number of turns by length. Then from that capital N is equal to we write as, okay, from this formula we write like this. That is capital N is equal to capital N is equal to we write as small n into L we write. Okay, and I want the current enclosed, I want in L length. We are taking the closed loop L length. Okay, L is the length of the loop. L is the length we can take. Our total length of solenoid also we can take. Length of solenoid also you can take, right? Or you take as length of loop, whatever it may be. Enclosed current how much? For one turn enclosed current is I, right? For n turns enclosed current is Ni. Is it correct? No, not Ni we write. Is it correct? No, not Ni we write. For n turns the current is no, not Ni we write. This is no need, right? And the next, just directly we write that is for one turn the current enclosed is I. For n turns the current enclosed is we write as Ni. Okay, next we have to simplify a little bit. Then how this term P2Q B we can write outside, it's a constant. Integration dl we will get. This term will be 0 because cos 90 is 0. R2s B value is 0, that's why this term also 0. And cos 90 value 0, again this term is 0. Plus nu naught Ni we will get. And here B integration dl is what? You will get as L. Is it right? Integration dl we will get as L is equal to nu naught Ni we will get. I want the B formula, that is nu naught Ni by L. This N by L we can also write as small n, nu naught small Ni. This is the formula for the magnetic induction on the axis of long solenoid. What is capital N here? Total number of turns. Total number of turns. L is the length of solenoid. And small n is the number of turns per unit length. Small n is the number of turns per unit length. Right? Let's go for continuation. I is what in this? Current in one term, right? In the closed path, you see this is a closed path we are taking in the figure. You see this is the closed path. In the closed path, if n turns are there, current is Ni. You see in the closed path how much current is there, that we want. If two turns are there, then 2I, in this I current will be there, in this also I current will be there. Like this, if n turns are there, Ni is the current enclosed in the loop, right? Understood? The integral of magnetic induction equal nu naught times of current enclosed in the loop. Current enclosed in the loop is Ni, right? Clear, students? Any doubt? Any step doubt? You can ask me. You see here cos 90 value how much? This one is B. B we are writing outside. Integration dl we are writing. Cos 0 value is 1. Okay, B we are writing outside of integration. Integration dl we are writing like that only. Cos 0 value is 1. Next cos 90 value is 0 in the second term. Cos 90 value 0 means pura term will be 0. Actually R2s B value is 0. R2s is outside. R2s is outside. Outside B value is neglected. When B value R2s 0, if you write, this term also 0. Again for the S2P, again BDL cos 90. You see S2P, this one. P right side is their magnetic field, DL like this there. They are perpendicular to each other. B is right side, B is along x-axis, DL is along y-axis, just like that. That means they are perpendicular. Then again cos 90 value is again 0. That's why these last three terms are 0. Only first term is not 0, right? And then in the current enclosed we are writing as Ni, because in one turn current is I, n turns current is Ni. Then finally we got this. Okay. Anybody, any other member have the doubt? Otherwise, we will continue. Yes, the derivation is very important. Simple derivation it is. Clear, Babu? Let's go for the next topic. This current carrying solenoid will act like a magnet. Its magnetic field on the axis formula is nu naught small n I. Next topic is the third application. Okay, first application is the magnetic field due to infinite straight current carrying wire. Second application is solenoid. Third application is the toroid. Magnetic field due to toroid. Okay, due to toroid. What is toroid? Toroid is a simple it is, okay. Just if the solenoid is bent like a circle, if the solenoid bent like a circle, then we say that it is a toroid. Just it was very simple. Okay, it was a solenoid. Solenoid is nothing but toroid is nothing but just you. This is a solenoid. You bend this one like circle, just then it will become toroid. Okay, toroid also used to produce the magnetic field. How it can produce the magnetic field? Let us draw its field lines. Like this, it will be there. This is a toroid. Some current is entering it here like this. The current flows. If the solenoid bent like a circle, that is called as toroid. Okay, right. Now I current is entering and I current is leaving. And what about the we want to derive the magnetic field on its axis. Okay, its inner radius we can consider as the R1 outer radius we can consider as the R2, okay, R1 and R2. Let us see how the field lines will be there, magnetic field is there. Further, what we have to do it here, first we have to draw one more circle at here. Magnetic field due to toroid I am going to derive. Okay, the current is coming out from this point and entering into this point. That's why outside we write as cross points, cross outside, because the current is entering, coming out from this point. Out means inward. This is out. Dot indicates outward current. Cross indicates inward current. Now I want to find out the magnetic field on the axis of the toroid. Okay, right here I want to find out. Then at this point I will take as the P. At P point I want to find out the magnetic field. By taking that point distance as radius, okay, you take that distance as radius and form a circle, that is a closed loop. On that circle you take a small element, that small element is length is dl, small element length is dl, and magnetic field on this point is along the tangent will be there, bdl will be parallel will be there. I want the smaller radius at here, okay, smaller r1 is what here in the figure, r1 is the inner radius of solenoid, inner radius of solenoid, sorry not solenoid, toroid. Toroid means what? If the solenoid bent like circle, then that is called as, if solenoid bends like circle, then that is called as toroid. Outer radius of toroid is R2. Okay. I want the magnetic field on axis. On axis of toroid. How to find out the magnetic field on axis of toroid? For that, what we have to do it here. Axis of toroid. What we have to do it here, then we have to take the axis distance from the center, that is the radius. R is equal to R1 plus R2 by 2. That is the radius of loop, right? And here we have to apply the ampere circuit light here. Okay, we will take small n is equal to number of turns per unit length. Okay, small n is the number of turns per unit length. Then what we have to do it here? We have to apply the ampere circuit light here. Current in the loop is I. In one loop is I. Okay, I is entering, I is leaving it here, like that. Okay, according to ampere circuit law, what we write? Line integral of magnetic induction is equal to nu naught times of enclosed current. Is it correct, students? This is ampere circuit. Let's go for it. And what we will get it here? Line integral of magnetic induction formula is PdL cos theta, but theta is 0 for the axis. What is the current enclosed? In this loop, how much current is there? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. These are all n turns are there, means n turns are there, means in one turn the current is I, in one turn the current is I. You see this? You see this? This is one turn. This is one turn. In this one turn, how much current I? In this one turn I. In this one turn I. Like this, how many turns are there? Total n turns are there. Then total number of turns n. Then current enclosed is Ni. Nu naught Ni we write. What is n here? N is the total number of turns in toroid. Right? Then here BDL parallel, that's why we are writing 0. B we write outside. Integration DL we write. Nu naught Ni we will get. What is integration DL? Integration DL. DL is a small length on the loop, blue line. Integration DL is the full length. Full length of this one blue line, blue color loop is that is in circle shape. That's why its length we write as integration DL. DL is a small length. Integration DL full length. Full length of this blue line circle. It is 2 pi r. Is it correct? Because r is the radius of the loop. That's why 2 pi r is the full length. That is equal to nu naught Ni. What are getting the B formula? B formula I am getting as nu naught Ni by 2 pi r. But you say one thing, that is n by 2 pi r. This is n by 2 pi r is a length. 2 pi r is a length, is it right? N by L is the number of turns per unit length. We can also write it as nu naught Ni. Because small n is what? Number of turns per unit length. But what is the length of this toroid? That is in circle shape. We write the length as 2 pi r. That's why n by 2 pi r we write as small n. Small n is the number of turns per unit length. Capital N is the total number of turns. Clear, students? More 5 minutes required to close this topic. Here I find out the magnetic induction on the axis of the toroid. I want to find out inside and outside. Then I will close. Magnetic field. Magnetic field inside and outside of toroid. Okay. I will. This is case 2. Case 1 previously we discussed. Is it okay, Babu? Huh? Okay. This is case 1 actually. On axis we are writing. This is case 1. Next case 2 we will discuss and we will close within 2 minutes. What is this inside and outside of the solenoid? You see here. I want to know at R and S I want to do. Okay, look at here very carefully, and if you have any doubt you can ask me. Because little you may feel little tough, but try to understood. Very simple it is. If you know the Ampere circuit law, it was very simple to understand it. What? This is our solenoid. This is dot, na? Yes. Dot means current is coming out like this. Current is coming out and entering like this. This entering cross we write. cross, cross. Okay, where you want to find out the in each turn current is I, like this. I want to find out the magnetic field at one point, that is R at here. This is R point. Where you want to find out the magnetic induction, that point you take as the distance, radius, and form a closed loop. Okay, and that you take small element at here dl. Now here also I want to find out the magnetic field. That also you take the radius and find like this. Form a closed loop. Right, look at here. This point is S. I want to find out the magnetic field at here also. You have to take the small element at here on the loop. You see here, one I want to find out inside and other is outside at point R and at point S. Okay, then what, how to find out, right? Then for the purpose according to Ampere circuit, what is our Ampere circuit? Ampere circuit, line integral of magnetic induction is equal to nu naught times of current enclosed. But what about the current enclosed in the loop 1? For example, this is loop 1, this is loop 2. Okay, this is loop 1, loop 2. In inner and outer loop, inner loop L1 and outer loop L2, outer loop L2. Current enclosed, how much? Can anyone tell? Current enclosed is 0. Look at here in inner loop. This is the red color one is the inner loop. Inside that how much current is there? No current. Because current is go like this only. Right? This is outward current and this is inward current. Here inside this there is no current. Follow the cursor. Current enclosed is 0. What about this outer loop? In that current is there. This here is there. Here is there. But here outward current is there. Here inward current is there. If inward is the positive, outward is the negative, then the total is 0. Here also inward, outward, total 0. Inward, outward 0. Inward positive, outward current negative. That's why again in this outer loop also current is 0. That's when in both the loops the enclosed current is 0. When enclosed current is 0, then from equation 1, right, we can take this as the from Ampere's law. What we write? Right? Integration V bar dot dl bar is equal to nu naught times of enclosed current 0. Then integration V into integration. For example, integration V bar dot dl bar we write as B dl cos theta. This right side one is 0. Here we write B into integration dl cos theta. Then from this, if you write the B value, you will get as 0. The magnetic field in the interior and outside is 0. You see here very carefully, right? We find out the magnetic field on the axis. This point is P. Right here we find out the first. Next inside. Okay. Next outside. At 3 points we derive. here I took it as R actually. It is S. Okay, at 3 points. Here B0 we got. Here we got B0. Here we have some formula that B is equal to mu naught Ni. Right? That means magnetic field is present only on the interior of the toroid. Right? And exactly inside and outside field is 0. Right? This is the derivation. And if you have any query, you can ask me. Otherwise, we will close today lecture. And next coming soon lecture, already yesterday I forwarded 4.9. Once again I will forward and you can watch it through YouTube. And then tomorrow we will discuss the remaining. If you have any query, you can ask me. If no doubt, you can leave.